Hey everyone, this is the this is my review. This is the intro to my reviews of the television sitcom episodes of Sydney to the Max, Cooper and Cammy as the World. This is my review of two of their most recent episodes. This is also the first in a new series of videos I'm going to be doing. When it comes to new premieres on Disney Channel, since I'm a huge fan and huge watcher of the brand new late 2010s and 2020s Disney Channel, I decided to whenever my favorite shows or Disney Channel movies have a new premiere, I'm gonna do first a live post post episode or post film reaction and review. Then later in the future, my stereotypical audio narration reviews. Then of course in the future, the video commentary based reviews. But this is the live action review of Sydney to the of episodes 18 and 19 of Sydney to the Max. 18 premiered 2 weeks ago, which was the episode with Olive's brothers and the Alley Fighters video game. The Then you had episode 19, which was yesterday. I just got done watching the hour long. I just got done watching the third encore presentation of the show today, of that episode today. There will be a fourth one tomorrow. Um, what's his name? Then you have the Cooper and Cammy As the World episodes. You have the last one, Would You Rather Be Ragnar's, which was okay. Wasn't that good, but it wasn't that bad. It wasn't that good, but it wasn't that bad either. Then you had episode Would You Rather Date Someone Else, which was for the most part good up until the finale of the final scene of the episode, which I'm going to talk about in part two of that video. So, with that being said, let's get started right now. Oh, you can. Yeah. This is my post review and reaction of episodes, season 2, episodes 20, 20 and 21, which was Who Rocks, I think the episode was titled Judy or Who Rocks Judy, and episode 21, 13 Candles. Both were good episodes, with 13 Candles being the best. This was the season finale. I'm going to get to this episode in a minute. First, let's talk about episode 20, Who's Rockin' Judy, something like that. This episode features Max's mother and Sydney's grandmother dating and hooking up with an with a famous rock star. This whole episode does the plot where in the main plot in Sydney's storyline, where the grandmother is into this rock star, and they're hyping up an eventual relationship, wedding, and marriage. But it turns out the rock star may be cheating by seeing various other women. At the end, when they bust him, it turns out he was seeking around so he could, to make sure it was a good idea for a good time to propose to his to Sydney's grandmother. Sydney's grandmother. He's about to propose. However, he's about to. They're about. Judy's about to propose. However, the rock star wants to retire. Wants to retire. Takes off his hair, revealing it's a wig. Revealing it's a wig, and has a regular elderly person haircut. Elderly person haircut, and retire on a beach. Retire in a retirement home somewhere. Judy, who is the youngest grandmother, the youngest and coolest and hippest grandmother ever, is not ready to slow down yet. So the two decide to go their separate ways. Um, what happened? Oh yeah. Um, yeah. Then they both decide to go their separate ways. Separate ways. It was a pretty good plot. Predictable, but a pretty good plot. They didn't do much other than this plot. I would much rather see the kids at school and stuff, but it was a good plot. The subplot was even better, with Max and Leo in the past wanting to host an American Gladiator party party competition, but one problem, they need to get their mother out of the house. They need to get their mother out of the house, and their mother Judy couldn't find, Max's mother Judy couldn't find a babysitter at the last moment. So, they planned this party with Bucky and several other people. They have to cancel it. They cancel the part. They have to cancel the party when Max's mother gets sick, and they try to take care of her to get her out of the house. To get her out of the house. Max's mother thinks they actually cancel till they overhear them. Till they overhear that Max's mother says she feels worse, which they get angry. They get angry and criticize their failure to get get Judy out of the house, and Judy then figures out that she was gullible and she was really sick, because she had to be sick, gullible enough to think they actually cared. And it's here where they play a rendition of her favorite rock star, the present day rock star's song to cheer up and to make it up to her. And the episode ends on that plot ends on a touching note. So like I said, good episode. Good episode. The final episode of season 2, the season finale of season Max, 13 Candles. This is where Max's wife, widow, and Sydney's deceased mother, Alicia, is introduced in the flashbacks. And it's revealed in this episode that she's Leo's cousin, because Max in this episode was having his 13th birthday. I think he was having his 13th or 14th birthday party. Party, and he tells his mom he doesn't want any girls there because they'll make it about themselves. He wants to play and win all the games and all the prizes, something like that. All the prizes, something like that. He pretty much wants it to be about him. That doesn't happen because Leo breaks his promise and brings his cousin Al with him, because only his mother won't take him to Hawaii if Al is not allowed at this party. So Al immediately takes over the show with her talents, including singing, and various other things, much to the anger of Max. In the present day story, Sydney's mother has hidden a scavenger hunt, and Sydney wants to go to a special place alone, just like in the Parent Tracker episode. But Max, remembering what he was like as a kid, and remembering that his wife is dead, forbids Sydney to do so. Sydney once again believes she's being treated like a baby on her 13th birthday and doesn't want anything until she discovers the scavenger hunt, and she finds all the clues except for one, except for one that's at the school where they hilariously run into Vermani, the principal who's there watching who's there dressed like and watching a football game, and and then they eventually find all the what's his name and remember reminisce over their deceased mother Alicia and all have a tearful reunion. Meanwhile, back in the more exciting plot, the B plot, Max's story, Max's childhood. Max is just bummed out. Max is just while everyone else is inside, Max is sitting there angry. Alicia comes out and gives him a present. And gives him a present that has something pop out that scares Max, and Max was pretends to be angry at Alicia for pulling a prank, and Alicia said, "I thought you liked pranks." And Max says, "Oh yeah, I like pranks when they're happening to other people." Then Max reveals, "Gotcha." He enjoyed the prank, and two bond. So I love this episode. We got to see, we got to meet, we got to finally see Sydney's deceased mother, Alicia, Alicia, how Alicia and Max met. We learned that Alicia is Leo's cousin, and what's the name? We still haven't figured out how Alicia died. How Alicia died, and Alicia died, and there were lots of funny moments, including, like I said, the school moment where they ran into Romani at the school. That moment was scary and funny at the same time. You had this middle-aged principal running around in football jersey and gear at a school at night watching a football game. And it's just creepy seeing Alicia in the past and knowing she's not alive in the present. So yeah, really great episode of Sydney to the Max. I can't wait for season 3 of the show. This was the final episode of season 2, and a way to go out. Like I said, season 2 of Sydney to the Max has been so much better than season 1 of Sydney to the Max. The characters are much older, acting is much better, and the plots are even much more mature than they were in the first season. This has been the best episode since 18, the Big Broski episode. We got to meet Olive's brothers. So yeah, like I said, another awesome edition of Sydney to the Max. Cooper and Candy Ask the World episodes are coming next.
So, how do you feel about